Let's take a look at my February 2022 manga haul. Stay tuned. Alright, so if it seems like I literally just did my January manga haul, that's because I kind of just did. I was delayed in that one by like 2 weeks. And then I also didn't put out another video for about 2 weeks after that. So it kind of does seem, even to me, like I literally just did a haul video. But anyway, it's March now. I got all of my February books in, everything I ordered in February, except for one order from the 28th, but I'll just do that one in March, so no big deal. And there's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about, a lot of exciting and cool new books and old books, and I'm going to start off by showing a few books that were sent to me by a small independent publisher called Starfruit Books. Now, they sent me 3 books, and I'm really excited about these. I haven't gotten to read them yet because I just got them yesterday, but the first one I'll show is Young, Alive, and in Love, Volume 1. This is Volume 1 of 3. The description of this story sounds really awesome. Makoto uses a Geiger counter to measure radiation, and Mana can see ghosts. The two fall in love. What is more important, decontamination or spirit cleanse? So this one sounds great. I'm really excited to read this one. I was also sent Chieko Show, which is a small one-shot little magazine, and then a larger magazine of When Pink Rain Falls, and I'll compare, like that's a size comparison between the standard sized volume that I showed a second ago. So this one is very large print, but it's also just like a one-shot, not very long. This is a BL manga, by the way. So I am very excited about those, to check them out and stuff, and Starfruit Books has a lot of awesome stuff on the way as well. They have a book by Hideshi Hino coming out, which is really exciting because there hasn't been a new book in print by Hino in quite a while, so I'm really anticipating that one getting released soon. So big thanks to Starfruit Books. You can check them out by going to starfruitbooks.com to see what they've got, or follow them on Twitter as well. Alright, so let's start looking at some of the newer releases. I'm going to start with the Viz Media stack, and at the top of that stack are all the Shonen Jump books. So we've got Volume 5 of Mashle, Magic and Muscles. We've got My Hero Academia Volume 30. That is an awesome freaking cover right there. Platinum End Volume 14, which is the final volume of this series by the team behind Bakuman and Death Note. We've got Undead Unluck. Was this Volume 6? Yes, Volume 6 of Undead Unluck. And then we've got Volume 23 of World Trigger, and then one more from the Shonen Jump line. This one's really exciting, is Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Volume 1. I am so excited this has finally gotten English release. This is based on the classic RPG series. It is a classic weekly Shonen Jump manga that has never been released in English before. So originally in Japan, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai had 37 total volumes. This new release is going to have 25 volumes. So they're kind of like 1.5 length volumes. This one has about 330 pages total, and it has about 60 full color pages within. It is oversized, so it's the same size as like a Viz signature book. You can see the difference in size right there. And it's very, very good quality. Cover price is $19.99. I think it's definitely well worth that cover price. Then I got a few books from the Shonen Sunday line. Here's Frieren Beyond Journey's End Volume 3. Cannot wait to jump into that one. Mao Volume 4 by Rumiko Takahashi. This one, every volume has gotten better and better, so I'm excited to read that. Fly Me to the Moon Volume 10. And then from not any particular line, we have Deadpool Samurai Volume 1. This one, honestly, I wasn't that big of a fan of. I've seen other people have enjoyed it, but I just didn't really dig it too much. However, I think it's only 2 volumes, so in that it's only 2, it's so short, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it off, so I can... Maybe the second volume's better than the first. I don't know, whatever. It's just one more volume. And then from the Viz signature line came The Mirror and Other Tales, which is a short story collection by Rumiko Takahashi. And it also has a short story that's like half Takahashi but half Mitsuru Adachi, which is really exciting because we have like next to no Adachi work available in English aside from Cross Game and a few short stories. Zom 100 Volume 5, fantastic comedy series. Oh, and Haro Aso's Alice in Borderland is also coming out later this month in March, so I actually have that one on order and on the way to me. Golden Kamui, what is this, Volume 25? Yeah, 25 of Golden Kamui. one of my favorite ongoing series, Urusei Yatsura Volume 13. So just 4 more volumes after this one, and then we've got Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Edition Volume 16. There's 2 more hardcovers after this one. So that's everything that I grabbed from Viz Media in the month of February. All right, so let's go through the stuff from the other publishers. I've got a couple of books from 7 Seas. First off, Volume 1 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. I'm excited to try this one out. It sounds really fun. Should I say really, 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 really fun? Anyway, but yeah, excited to try that new one out. And then also from 7 Seas, I have Volume 2 of Kiru Kill Me. Now, I read Volume 1, I believe, about a month ago, and I was very pleasantly surprised with how much I enjoyed it. If you've never heard of it, basically the story follows a rich dude who falls in love with a contract killer, the woman on the front of the cover here, and basically the only way that he can get to see her is by hiring her to kill him. So it's kind of just, you know, I don't know if I'd call it a romantic comedy, but it has a lot of, like, you know, romantic comedy-esque hijinks, some action, a lot of comedy. It was pretty good. I'm excited to read the second volume and see how it progresses. Then from Vertical, we have Volume 8 of Blood on the Tracks, one of my current favorite ongoing titles from Shuzo Oshimi. And then we have Volume 7 of Orient from Kodansha. This was the best volume by far. I've been giving this one way more chances. Like, usually if I don't like a series within the first 3 volumes, I'll drop it. But I kept giving Orient a chance, and finally with Volume 7, I was like, okay, this is heating up. This is good. I think it's because, like, one person told me, like, the series definitely gets better after the first several volumes. So I gave it a chance. If it doesn't absolutely start blowing me away within the next, like, 2, then I'm absolutely going to be dropping it. But Volume 7 was really solid. I felt like it was going in the right direction. And we've got the second omnibus of the 7 Deadly Sins. This contains volumes 4, 5, and 6 of this series. So they're releasing these pretty steadily. And if you were curious, it is an oversized omnibus in comparison to, like, the single volumes of 7 Deadly Sins. And it does still have the connecting image on the spine. Alrighty, and then we've got from Yen Press, Delicious in Dungeon Volume 10. This series comes out so seldom that it's always a huge gift to get a new volume. I am so excited to finally have a new volume of Delicious in Dungeon. If you have never read it before, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. And then we've got from Square Enix, got Soul Eater. This is what, the 6th hardcover? Yes, the 6th hardcover of Soul Eater. I think out of, like, 17 or something total there's going to be, so there's still a little ways to go. And then we've got a couple books from Dark Horse. Number 1 is this small guy right here, Keep Your Hands Off of Eizouken, Volume 3. This has been really fun so far. And then this big guy right here, the 5th hardcover deluxe edition of Blade of the Immortal. As always, these are great, very beautiful hardcover editions. We're halfway through the series now, so we'll be, what, another, like, 2 years or something before they wrap up all of that in hardcover. Not that long, not that long. All right, so those are all the new releases that I got. Let's check out some of the other things that I grabbed, because I got a bunch of older stuff throughout the month of February. I was visiting a bunch of, like, used bookstores and stuff, so I found some pretty neat things. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these by, like, the number of volumes of each of these series that I picked up. So first up, books that I only grabbed 1 volume of. I've got from Tokyo Pop, Toko. This is by Toru Fujisawa, the same creator as GTO, Shonen Junagumi, and all of that. This was a 3-volume series. I found Volume 2 at a used bookstore, so I was very excited to grab that. Still need to get Volumes 1 and 3, of course. I got from Dark Horse, Birthday. This is one of their, like, single-volume horror stories. They published this one around the same time that they published also The Ring and Spiral and stuff like that. So there was, like, a set of those horror books that kind of went together. I never picked them up, and so I saw this one at a used bookstore and was very excited to grab it. I found Volume 2 of Aquanite. This series is by Yukito Kishiro's same creator as Battle Angel Alita. I found Volume 1 at a used bookstore, like, last year, and so I was excited to find Volume 2 sitting somewhere as well. Now I just need to buy Volume 3 and I'll have that set completed. Though that series is, like, not complete, it is on hiatus, but They wanted to finish up Battle Angel Alita and all of those titles first, so we'll see if they ever return to it. And then this was an interesting pickup. This is Shotaro Ishinomori's Japan Incorporated. This book was printed by the University of California Press, and it's basically Ishinomori writing about the economy in Japan and business in Japan and stuff. So kind of an interesting book to find, and it was just a few dollars at a used bookstore. So when I saw it and I saw like, oh, this is Shotaro Ishinomori, I'm gonna pick that up. I actually had never heard of this book before. I take that back. I had heard of it because I was looking at Ishinomori's works on like Wikipedia or another website, and I saw this one mentioned. I've heard of it, but I didn't really know much about it, and when I saw it, immediately I needed to pick it up. Oh, I got one more single volume, and that is Biichi. This is from the same creator as Soul Eater and Fire Force. My brother-in-law found this at a used bookstore for me and picked it up for me. I believe this is, what, 4 or 5 volumes long, so now I've got to go track down the rest of those. Then I've got a couple series that I grabbed 2 volumes each of. I found 2 volumes of Arm of Cannon, the old horror series from Tokyo Pop. This is going to be a really difficult one for me to track down all of the volumes of. I think specifically some of the later ones sell for really high prices. But I feel like I tend to see them pop up randomly at used bookstores, and so I'll just try and pay attention and grab any of them when I find them. And then I got the 2 volumes of The Legend of Kamui. This is a classic Viz Media series. It was actually released in single issues. The series had, I think, like 37 single issues, so a lot more than what's collected in these 2 volumes. I couldn't find any exact information. I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know for sure, but I don't believe that they published any more collections aside from these first 2. So beyond these 2, the rest of it is just going to be available in single issues, which I hope not. I hope that if there are collected editions, I can find them, but I was excited to grab these classic series, saw them for significantly less than cover price on eBay, so that was very nice. Then I got 3 volumes of, these were ones that I found at a used bookstore, 3 volumes of Hayate the Combat Butler. So this is volumes 2, 3, and 11. I've been wanting to grab this one for a little bit. I didn't realize though the series is not concluded in the US, but it is concluded in Japan. I think Japan had like 52 volumes or something like that. In the US, we're at like 39, 40, something like that. We've got a little ways to go, so it's going to be a little while before the series concludes. But I've got a ways to go myself with collecting it. All right, then I got 4 volumes of Blue Flag. I got volume 1, 2, 3. I need to get 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then I have volume 8. So I've been wanting to grab this one for a while based on recommendations by many people whose opinions I kind of vibe with. So I was very happy to find the first volume at a used bookstore, and then I just went ahead and ordered 3 more from Right Stuff, just whatever they had on hand, and I'll get the rest of them as they become available again. I'm not in any sort of rush with that one. So 4 volumes of Blue Flag, and then I got 5 volumes of Bokurano Rs. Now this one I wanted to start getting, but I was jump started because I found a copy of 1 volume at a used bookstore and jumped on it, and I was like, I should probably start collecting other volumes of this. So here's volume 2, volume 5, 7, and 10. So I'll just pick these up as I see them, whether in stores or like if I find them on eBay or Amazon or something for cover price or less. I'll just grab those volumes. I know a couple of them are a little harder to find, but I don't think it's going to take me that long to track the series down. Then I've got, let's see, this one I'm really excited about. The next few series, actually I'm going to do this one first because there's the other 4 series that I have left after this one are like ones that kind of have a specific theme in common. So I grabbed a few volumes of Rumiko Takahashi's rin-ne. I had not collected this one as it was coming out, so now this is the last work of hers that I do not have currently in my collection. I had like a couple of random volumes, so I got volume 4, sorry. So I got volume 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. I believe that I had volumes 1, 2, 5, and 6. I had volumes 1, 2, 5, and 6, and then these are all recent purchases from Right Stuff. So I'm basically gonna use that to like pad out orders if I need to make it to free shipping. There are quite a few more volumes of the series, so it's gonna be a little while before I finish collecting it, but basically once I get all of rin-ne, that's when I'm planning on doing my Rumiko Takahashi creator spotlight video. So however long that takes me, that's when that's gonna happen. All right, so the next 4 series have a certain theme in common, if you will, and that theme is basically, these were series that I wanted to buy when I was younger, and I never got a chance to, and now I've been finding some for, you know, at used bookstores, online for really cheap, and I'm finally picking these series up and kind of like filling that void from my childhood. So first up I have Togari. I wanted to get this one so bad. It looked so cool when I was growing up. I never grabbed it because I just didn't have the funds to add another series to my stack. So here's volume 1, volume 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is a short series, it's only 8 volumes, so only 3 more that I'm going to need to get, so not that much more, and I think really only one of them is a little harder to find for a good price, so shouldn't take me that much longer to get the rest of that series, but I'm really excited about that one because like I said, when I was growing up, I saw that one at the bookstore like all the time, and I always thought it was so cool looking, and I just never picked it up. This next one is one that like, I think I almost bought the first volume of, but then I decided like I couldn't take on another series at the time when it started coming out, and I passed on it. And that is Kekkaishi by Yellow Tanabe. So this is under Viz Media's Shonen Sunday line because it was published in the Shonen Sunday magazine in Japan. I got just a bunch of random volumes that I found at used bookstores. This is volume 4, volume 5, volume 8, this one's in pretty rough shape, volume 11, volume 18, volume 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and volume 30. So I grabbed a pretty decent, I think that's what, 11 volumes total of the series. I grabbed a pretty decent chunk, like a third of it all like in the same day. Just I bounced around a bunch of used bookstores and 2 of them had several volumes each of Kekkaishi. So I'll grab the rest of those whenever I'm able to, but I was really excited to see all those and see them for like, you know, $4 or $5 each, because again, this is a series that I really wanted to pick up back in the day. I never got to, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's a lot of fun. All right, then I got 9 out of the 15 volumes of Tuxedo Gin. This one was another one that when I, you know, was growing up, I'd see it at the store and I thought it looked pretty cute and stuff. I just never got a chance to grab it. But there's volume 1, volume 3, don't have volume 2 just yet. Volume 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, that's not 9, it was volume 12, sorry. That was 8, 12, and 14. So that one is only 15 volumes, so I just need to grab a few more of that, and then I'll have that entire set. And then here is the last of my pickups for this month, and that is Inubaka, Crazy for Dogs. So this, I love dogs. Like I love dogs so much, and I remember seeing this at the store whenever I was growing up, and I was really excited to find someone selling a lot of like the majority of this series for like less than $2 a volume, basically. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Now the catch was that these were all really rough looking library copies, and I took those library copies and I cleaned them up, got them looking nice, and now they look not exactly new in every case, but they look very good compared to what they were. Some of them still have some pretty serious spine fading, and that's absolutely fine. Like I can deal with that because I got them for so cheap. The part that's sad though is the series was never finished in English. It only got 17 volumes published out of the total of, I believe, 21 volumes. So unfortunately, the entirety of the series has never been released in English. But for the price that I got them for, like less than $2 each, I'm gonna say that I'm okay with that. Like I can try to find a means to read the rest of the series if I feel so obligated. And if I read it and I wind up not enjoying it as much as I'm hoping that I will, I didn't pay that much. I can go ahead and sell them probably for just as much as I bought them for. Here's volume 11, and the only volume out of it that I'm missing still is volume 12. So here is 13, here's volume 14, 15, 16, and finally volume 17. This is the last volume that was released in English, unfortunately, but whatever, it's okay. So that was my haul for February. A lot of stuff that I'm really excited about. I'm hoping to finish off some of these series so that by my March haul, we can go ahead and have like series like Inubaka. I'll get that last volume. Hopefully stuff like Togari I can finish up. But we'll see what happens. March is a really huge month for new releases. Well, technically I already had most of the new releases in this video anyway, but still, March will be a really huge month for new releases. So I plan on probably spending most of my budget on new releases, but we'll see what happens. I can find a way to sneak some things in there, hopefully. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and spending the time with me. If you picked up anything exciting in the month of February, please let me know about it. And if you have read any of these books that I grabbed, the ones that I haven't read yet, the ones that I'm really excited about, like Inubaka and Kekkaishi and Togari and stuff like that, Tuxedo Gin, let me know your opinions. Let me know if you love those titles and you're excited for me to experience them. Anyway, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button, hitting that bell so you're notified of every time I put out a new video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.